Hi friends. So I wanted to just jump on and share a little bit about this journey and all the growth I've had and what this really is all about and why it's so impactful and powerful and how it's changed my life. So I found this opportunity coaching 3.5 years ago. One of my neighbors was down the block. She came here for a block party meeting. I started following her on social media, kind of hated on her a little bit, then was intrigued by her post, couldn't stop reading them. I jumped in a sneak peek group about coaching, got super inspired by these women that were really strong and in their power, and I realized that I really wanted, not only wanted, but needed that in my life. And they said, you know what, buy a program. So I actually took the last of my babysitting money because I had been babysitting other people's kids, and I invested in a program in this business for $160. And it's crazy, but they gave me, my coach gave me a personal development book, and she said, read a chapter of this every day and press play and let it change your life. And drink this shake, which I first said I don't want the shake, but then she's like, just try the shake. So I did, and I saw my life change from the inside out. Every time I pressed play, every time I showed up for myself, and every time I dug deep, I saw my life really start to change, and I started to feel like my most powerful me again, like that's when you're on top of the world. That's how I felt. And I realized right from the beginning that I had been in autopilot and survival mode for a very long time in my life. And what gets you to that place of autopilot and survival mode is not growing, right? Growth is so important. We as human beings want to evolve, and that's a huge part of coaching, is growing your mindset, growing what you're capable of physically, growing in how you help people. Just growth. And so it's a huge opportunity. And what I realized is that when I was in survival mode and autopilot every day, I wasn't growing, and I was just stuck there. And that happens, right? We get stuck in our lives. We get stuck in the ordinary and the day-to-day and the hustle and bustle and just getting through the day to the weekend. And that was my life, like weekends, holidays, that's what I lived for. And then this opportunity came in, and I learned to appreciate the everyday moment. I started to live this life by design where I could make money from home, be there for my kids, but also be there for me in the strongest way possible. So as a coach, you dive into you with your programs, with your nutrition, and with your mindset, and then you help others do the same. And so it's really soul work, I guess, is when you dive into you and you start working on those things that have been holding you back for so many years, and you really start to uncover everything like an onion peel, right? And it's like freeing. It's super liberating. And so on a day-to-day, I am sharing my journey. I am reaching out to people who are loving on me or relating to me. Sometimes people jump in with me. Sometimes I just send people meal plans or recipes, but I'm connecting. And then sometimes people actually jump in with me in a journey, and they get to have this same kind of transformation that I did. And more times than not, I see people in my groups really start to just thrive in their lives, and to be able to have that blessing of being a part of it and mentoring people in that way is there's no words for it. It's completely amazing. And so I check into my groups every day. We run our groups on an app that you download to your phone. And so I hook people up with these amazing programs, support them, cheer them on. They get amazing results, and some of those people actually turn around and become coaches. And then my team gets to grow, and we get to spread the love and just continue this thing, right? And that's kind of what we do. So I have a big team of amazing people that I work with every day that share this journey. Some people do this as their sole thing, like me, like it's their full-time job. And some people do this as a side hustle. Some people do it just for health and fitness accountability. And some people do it because they really want to have that amazing connection and a positive community. And I do it for all of that, right? Because it's been life-changing. And who I am as a person, I'm the same person, but I'm just a better version of myself. And who I am for my children, for my family, for my husband, is completely different. And I show up in my life every day smiling because I really am smiling from the inside out. And I didn't feel that way before for a long time. I think I was really angry and sad in my life. And it's just completely transformed. And so the name of my team is Transformation Warriors, because I believe in going out and just, I know that we are so much more powerful than we give ourselves credit for. And we don't even know that power that we have inside. And being able to share that and connect with others has you all level up together. And so that positive community, that positive vibe, it's just something I've never had before. And so it makes you show up as a different human in this world, and it makes you want more and strive for more. And so, especially being in the times that we're in with this quarantine and all of that, the person who I was before would have so dived into alcohol and food and been depressed and just not in a space of grace and presence. And I've learned so much from this journey, and that's why I can show up so powerfully every day, because of coaching. And not to mention that I am still getting paid while a lot of people are hurting financially, and I am blessed every day, and I don't take that for granted at all. But I also know that there's other people out there that need this in their lives. Maybe you need to get a paycheck. Maybe you need that positive community because people around you are just bummers and bringing you down all the time. Maybe you need to rewrite your script and your story of where you want your life to go. For me, I had never found that thing that I wanted to do when I grew up. And so when coaching fell into my lap, I never in a million years thought I would be a coach, but somehow it ended up being just the perfect thing for me. And I think what the perfect thing was growth and evolving and helping others. And that is when you can help others and really put yourself out there and share your story and be vulnerable, that's when you really start to change from the inside out. So I would love to share this opportunity with you. We actually have an expo that's running, and I would love to have you come be a part of it, be a fly on the wall and check it out. Maybe it's a fit, maybe it totally isn't, but what if it is? I know if I hadn't gone to that expo before and checked it out, I never would know what this would have been for me, if that makes sense. Anyways, I love sharing this journey. I love connecting with other women. I love helping women find their power. And if you want to be part of this or check it out or connect one-on-one on the phone or whatever, I would love to do that. All right, guys, sending you so much love. And I know this is hard, but we can do hard things, and we will get through this.